in 5 days.
After I kill you, I'm gonna burn this annoying little planet to cinders.
Avengers Endgame, rated PG-13, everywhere Friday.
We found something. A chance, maybe.
Thanos used the stones again. So let's get him. Use them to bring everyone back.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
On April 26th.
We have a chance to take it all back. It's not about how much we lost. It's about how much we have left.
Who hasn't been to space? You better not throw up on my ship.
Avengers Endgame, rated
So, just as I was rendering the video that's just gone live, they drop a new TV spot called Thanos Tries to Kill Iron Man, which is absolutely awesome. So, we are gonna go over that just now. So we are still giving away the Endgame tickets. Why? Because no one seems to want to claim these tickets. These dudes, these people enter comp, then I say reach out to me, and no one reaches out to me. So the Endgame ticket wait is still going. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel with the notification on and let me know down below what is going on. It's insane, guys, because if I enter a competition, I will keep watching that YouTuber's content to know when the tickets have been announced. And I even commented on the winner, so they would have got a YouTube notification in an email. So it makes absolutely no sense to me. So what is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Endgame. So Endgame is coming out in less than 5 days. It's the 21st today. It comes out globally on the 26th officially. It comes out on the 25th in England officially. But there is a midnight screening on the 24th, which you can go to, which most people will be going to that. And obviously some places in America, you could probably watch it on Wednesday as well, I'm presuming. And you've got to be careful, guys, because the reviews are coming out Tuesday night, which is the 23rd. So if you want to avoid all these so-called spoilers, because damn, guys, from the 23rd onwards, as soon as these reviews have gone live, you're going to have to be careful on every single website you were using. So if you want to avoid spoilers, I would suggest blocking Avengers 4, Avengers 4 Endgame, Avengers 4 review, Endgame review. You're going to have to be very careful until you've watched the movie. So if you are someone that does not want this movie ruined for yourself, stay off the internet after Tuesday. So let's get into this video. So it is a very, very, very short TV spot, but we get the most context out of everything. So it does confirm that Valkyrie is alive, but we already know that. But what is interesting is she is in street clothes. So just as rumors and casting notes and kind of people seen her in about, it appears that she's come to Earth, which is interesting. So I presume Rocket and Thor at some point will go and find her, which is interesting. And it has unofficially been confirmed by Tessa Thompson, the actress, that the Thor 4 has been pitched. So it would make sense that she would be part of that. That's pretty cool. We know they are building a female Avengers movie, so which will be obviously her, potentially, Captain Marvel, Black Widow if she's not done and dusted, and a bunch of other characters which are pretty cool. So then we get clarification. There's no actual dialogue, but we see Pepper and Tony have an emotional talk-to-talk scene. Now, I presume this is where he's telling Pepper he needs to do this, he needs to end Thanos, he needs to stop this, and then he can retire, he can have Morgan, they can have a baby, and all that kind of stuff. Because we know from Spider-Man Far From Home, which is now set in Phase 3, not Phase 4, because Kevin's like, yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home is actually set in Phase 3 now, not Phase 4, to confuse everyone. So they're going to have one big shebang before he can officially retire. But from Spider-Man Far From Home, we know Pepper does make it out of this movie because she is still signing the check. And we see Happy Hogan on Tony Stark's private jet. But I presume they're not dropping the next Spider-Man Far From Home trailer to avoid spoilers on whether, or if not, Tony does die. So the more voiceovers we get from Josh Brolin, who plays Thanos, he also plays Cable in the Fox universe, the more sinister he gets. So essentially, Iron Man gets his ass handed to him. Now, what is interesting about this is I'm not going to go to any spoilers, but it does seem a bit weird that this is coming out after the leak. So what I think is happening is they are trying to bury the leak by showing us that much footage that we question every single thing that we see on the internet. So as I said in the previous video, They have spent over $200 million advertising, marketing this movie. And seeing as it says 5 days to go, it tells you that there's going to be 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, which will be interesting because when the 1 comes out, most people in England and Europe would have already watched it. So Iron Man gets his ass handed to him. It looks like it's very hard to make out where they are at. It looks like to me it could be the Avengers HQ. It could be Titan 2. But let's be honest, guys, it's probably digitally edited out and it's probably really Earth. Maybe it's really hard. Then it looks like Captain America, Steve Rogers on his last outing. He is absolutely pissed at Thanos. And then we get clarification that Thanos does have the double-bladed Infinity Sword that we've seen on the concept art, and he's got his full armor on, which is interesting because if you go back to Infinity War, after he strangles Loki in a fake death scene, yeah, you know Loki's death scene wasn't real, he takes the armor off. Yes, he hasn't got the helmet here, but it's interesting. Why would he have the Infinity Sword? Who made the Infinity Sword, if it's even called that? Was it Ichi the Dwarf King? It's very, very interesting. And what's more interesting is everyone's like, yeah, Tony Stark's making an Infinity Gauntlet, but you don't technically see Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. They have cleverly placed his hand, so obviously the left hand, that's where the Infinity Gauntlet rocks. You don't see it. So I'm under the interpretation that the gauntlet is damaged, that they can't use it against the Avengers. It is very interesting. So many badass, crazy TV spots. We've got less than a week to go. What more can they possibly throw at us? I mean, what's going to happen next? Are we going to see Korg in the next trailer? It's pretty funny what they're going to do. I actually am expecting them to show Loki alive in a trailer and be like, oh, so everything we thought for the last year is incorrect. So guys, let me know down below. Is Iron Man really going to be killed? No, it's just so transparent to me. It's so freaking obvious that he isn't going to die. But where is this fight taking place? This could be a fight 20 minutes into the movie. This could be a fight 2 hours and 30 minutes into the movie. Because remember, guys, the runtime is 3 hours and 58 seconds. But that includes the credits. So the movie is probably 2 hours, 45, 47 minutes. And then there's usually 12 to 15 minutes of credits somewhere around that time. So a 3-hour movie isn't technically 3 hours, but it is very interesting. And I know what's going to happen now. You guys are going to be like, Iron Man's not going to die. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't really think Iron Man will die. I've been saying for so long, he does die. He doesn't die. I've got a love-hate relationship. Which way is it going to go? Is Iron Man going to die? Is he not going to die? Let me know down below, guys. And like I said before, what kind of content do you want next? I do watch Game of Thrones. We have covered this before on the channel. My audience is a lot bigger than it was when I first started doing Game of Thrones video. I think I had around about 2,000 followers. We're just about to hit 69, 70, somewhere around there. So I would love you guys to tell me what content do you want me to do next. Obviously, I will be talking Dark Phoenix. I will be talking X-Men. We'll be talking the future of Marvel. But I am trying to break away from that. So if any of you guys are interested in me covering other stuff, as some of you know, the channel started when I was talking about The Flash, Arrow, Legends, and that kind of stuff. I do want to get back to that stuff eventually, but for the last year, it has been predominantly Marvel. But as we know, there will be lots of new information at D23 and obviously at Comic-Con San Diego 2019, which in theory, I could really be there. I'm 99% sure, but it's not 100% sure at the moment. So guys, let me know in the comments down below. Is this misdirection? Will Thanos kill my boy Tony Stark? No, it's just so obvious. So obvious. And there's a massive parallel between that scene and the scene where War Machine and Rocket are falling down. To me, I think they're on Earth. And also, he says, I would turn this annoying planet to cinders. Now, is he referring to Earth? No, I don't really think he is, because that would be so obvious. Now, could he not be using the Infinity Gauntlet? Because this fight is actually happening inside the subatomic city, inside the quantum realm. Yet, no one else is actually going to say this apart from me, so you heard it here first. I don't know, it just seems a bit obvious. Cinders, he's going to evaporate, he's going to turn the whole Earth to dust, but that would imply that his Infinity Gauntlet is working. But if it is working, we have not seen it. Now, when Black Widow says he used the stones again, yeah, that scene is so fake because obviously it might not be fake, but if they have reversed the finger snap and everything, then technically the Infinity Gauntlet would have never been damaged and he would never have done this snap. So it's very hard to break this kind of stuff down. Now, obviously theories and stuff like that, you can never get it 100%. So when people comment stuff like, yeah, your theory's wrong, it's like, do you not realize how many scientific theories are wrong on a daily basis? The whole world is based on scientific breakthroughs and technological breakthroughs. So you're not always going to be 100% correct. And to be honest, guys, I really hope every single theory that we have spoken about on this channel for the last year is wrong. Why? Because then my experience isn't ruined. But like I said, guys, I'm going to walk into this movie very, very soon, probably sooner than you, maybe. And I would just forget everything I've seen, everything I've spoken about, because that's all nonsense. Because when you rock into the cinema, you don't need to know anything that someone said online or something you've seen, because it's completely different. So guys, if I do give away the prize again and no one collects it, I'm going to have to pull over it to Instagram at Warstu, because they are so much easier, because I can directly DM the person who's won instantly instead of having to wait for you to contact me, because YouTube's taken away the direct message service, so you can't even do that anymore. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.